So I just got home from watching Shazam, Fury of the Gods, so here is my full spoiler review. If you haven't seen Shazam, Fury of the Gods, go check out my non-spoiler review, and once you've seen the movie, then you can come back and watch my spoiler review. So since I didn't really have many gripes with the movie, let's start with that and then we can end on a high note. This movie, I feel like, didn't have enough Billy Batson. There was none of, there was like, I think like 5 or 6 scenes with, Billy Batson as a child. Other than that, it was all Zachary Levi as Shazam, which I'm not really complaining, but like, I just wish there was more Billy Batson as a kid, because like, that was kind of the point of the first one, and kind of the point in the second one, because he's like, turning the age where he can't live in a foster home, stuff like that, but like we don't really see him dealing with that emotionally, and it's more of just him as a superhero, which again I dig, and this movie had great action sequences and it was very fun, but when it comes to like, the struggle of his character, I feel like it, wasn't there, if you know what I mean. But other than that, I couldn't really find anything that I didn't like about the movie. It was just super fun, super enjoyable to sit and watch in a movie theater and have a great time. So yeah, on an enjoyment standpoint, it was pretty good. I mean, I was laughing, I was like nervous, at moments, and I almost cried in certain moments. So this movie really packed everything in, and it was great. It was phenomenal. I really, really enjoyed this film. And touching on the comedy a little bit more, movies like Thor Ragnarok, I know some people like it, a lot of people don't. I'm one of the people who don't really care about it. Simply because I just love the serious side. They don't need to be cracking jokes every 2 seconds, but with a character like Shazam, who's known to be funny and crack a lot of jokes, it works. And, like in the moments that it needs to be serious, it's pretty serious. Like, I'm into it, and then when they crack a joke, I still laugh. It doesn't feel like it's cutting off, from any serious moments or anything like that, which I liked, and I'm glad that it was balanced very well. So if you guys were worried about this movie being too childish, yes, it is pretty childish, he's a child, but I didn't feel like it was like, okay, this is just a kid's movie with a superhero. You know what I mean? Like, it really felt like a fun story that like any age can go and watch and be excited to see it, So yeah, I thought the comedy and stuff was very well balanced, and I'm glad that it didn't ruin or take away anything from the movie. Now we're going to talk about the characters, because I think the characters were much more enjoyable this time around. I feel like we just spent so much time with Billy Batson in the first one. We didn't get much of anybody else. I mean, yes, Freddy, I guess, too. But in the first one, I wasn't a fan of Freddy. I thought he was really annoying. In this one, Freddy was my favorite character. He was actually funny. I enjoyed like most of his lines. They were just really good, really quirky, but like, I don't know, it just worked this time around for me. I don't know why. Maybe because he's a little older, I'm a little older, I don't know. But yeah, I really enjoyed Freddy's character. I thought he was phenomenal, and his love with Anthena was great. She was pretty cool too. Nice introduction. Obviously it was set up early on that she would, portray her sisters and, help them out, but I'm glad, I'm glad they didn't just make her full on evil, even though she's building a relationship with Freddy. So yeah, that was really good. I love the character. Zachary Levi is great as Shazam. I think he just fit into the role even better this time around, as he should, coming back for a sequel. The family dynamic was pretty good. They definitely worked together more, I feel like, except for Freddy, but that's okay. We connect more towards the end, and then, it's not a problem. So yeah, I was a really big fan of the family dynamic. The Wonder Woman cameo was pretty cool. It was really weird, the first time we saw her, when she had the wizard's face on her body. That was so trippy. I was not expecting that at all, and that just caught me by surprise, and I was like, that is the weirdest thing I've ever seen, but it totally works for this movie. And it did. It was a hilarious scene, but also very serious, because he's telling Shazam that the fate of the world is at stake, and his family and his powers are all at stake. So he's just laying everything out straight up. And yeah, it was very serious, but also just his face on Wonder Woman's body was weird. But again, I thought it was great. So I didn't have a problem with it. I thought it was hilarious. Another thing that I really loved about this movie was all of the soundtracks and the songs and music that they used in this movie. It was just very, like, it just made me want to dance, made me like really into the movie. So yeah, I mean, it was just great. Like, I don't know, I just have a lot of great things to say about this movie. I really had a fun time, and like when I went into the movie, I wasn't expecting a whole lot. I thought it would just be like a dumbed down version of the first movie. But no, I honestly, I enjoyed this one better than the first film. You know, the first film was definitely more about, you know, his origin story, him becoming Shazam, as it should, you know, but just enjoying a movie, you know, this one I felt was more enjoyable to watch because, you know, I already knew the characters, I already liked the characters, and then I can just see them grow up, be more mature, and it was great. This movie also made me want to cry. I didn't, but I was really close. You know, when Billy sacrifices himself and dies, I was like, there's no way he's actually dead. Like, how are they gonna kill off the main character? You know, but then obviously he comes back and it was all good. But you know, they had me for a second, you know, and when Freddy's trying to wake him up and he's just not responding at all, it was very heartbreaking, and I honestly felt sad. I wanted to cry, so that was really good. It definitely hit on the emotions. So yeah, again, I can't say enough about this film. I really hope you guys enjoyed it as much as I did because I just had a really fun time. I'm definitely gonna go check it out again. It was great. I really enjoyed it. And I keep saying the same thing over and over again, but I really mean it, so yeah. Without further ado, that's going to do it for this one. I hope you all enjoyed. Let me know all of your thoughts on Shazam! Fury of the Gods down in the comments below, and I'll see you guys next time.